Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
We are so excited today to launch Antara. Antara is something we have been working on all through COVID. Um, so we used to be called Joyful Ground, and somewhere along the lines, while we were in COVID, that name just wasn't feeling right to us. It just wasn't like sitting well in here with us, and it just felt like we were shifting and changing. There's just been so much change, even in our world. And as we've been kind of shifting and changing, we were like, who are we? Who are we? We're not Joyful Ground. We're something else. And it took
Mm.
us a really long time, it feels like, to find what our name was. And then one day it just sort of like came out of nowhere. This word, Antara, which is a Sanskrit word. It's a short kind of a longer Sanskrit word, Antara Bhava, which means bardo or the space of the in between. And really, like, when it came, it was like, oh, yeah. Because all the things that we offer are like about kind of sitting in the space of the in between. And we ourselves have been so much in the space of the in between as we've been creating this. And so it's actually the name of the whole process that we've actually gone through to get to where we are now, which is kind of the time to birth this into the world.
Mhm. Yeah, we're being born right now. And that's one of the things that we talk about, especially in our Dreaming in a Dying World class and in our Dreaming Death Cafes, which will be a monthly offering that we have, is the cycle of death and the in between space or the Antara space and birth and life, and that we just are constantly going through this cycle. In life, you're also going through cycles of death and cycles of birth and cycles of in between. And so it just felt also really appropriate, Antara, because that is the space that we're really not used to talking about in our society right now, or ever. The in between space after something has ended, before something begins, where, there's a lot of processing and wisdom, reflecting that can happen in our lives. And also that as we practice this Antara space, when something ends, like a job or a relationship, and you're just in this, like, what's next? What's next? Like our world right now, what's next? What's happening? What's next? Instead of being like, we have to make the new thing happen. Just like settle and feel and listen, and that actual practice of practicing that in between space is actually, this is like a going deep and profound here, but is actually a practice for when we do die, when we do leave our bodies. We can be in practice for that moment when we are in the ultimate in between space. So yeah, everything is kind of looped in. All of our offerings are looped into this idea that this in between space is a really important thing to be curious about, place to be exploratory inside of, and that we're gaining tools for how to do that. So one of our tools is like play, and then rest, and then curiosity and self-reflection and connecting with nature, and all things that our world can use a lot more of. So that's that's really what we're hoping to bring through our business, is the beauty of cultivating this relationship with the in between.
Yeah, so we'll really, really hope that you will join us we have several offerings that we're so excited about over the next year. If you go to our website, www.antara.world, you'll see all of our offerings listed there. Um, we'd really love to invite you to our next Dreaming Death Cafe, where we really are going to dive into this topic of death and dreaming and really kind of really get into it. I know that Sojourner and I, our path this has like been our path this year of like just really being in this Antara space and like really experiencing like what kind of our old ways of doing things. We've like let a lot of that stuff die out. And now we're birthing this new thing together and really been able to explore this together. And so we're so excited about inviting you into that space now, because we've been in this space, and now it's sort of time to kind of bring other people into it, into our world that we are like creating together. And so this is our invitation to you to join us. We are so excited to be with you now, and to just experience and learn about what your in between spaces are, and what your dreams are, and like how it's been going for you. So we really want you to come to some of our things that we're offering. We offer everything on a sliding scale, so we're really trying to make our offerings accessible. In fact, we're fundraising. We're doing a lot of fundraising right now, so we would really love it if you wanted to support us in that, so that we could keep our offerings at a sliding scale and keep them low, and really like make them open for BIPOC and marginalized identities. So we'll put our information on the fundraiser down below too, but we'd really love to really see you at all of these things.
Yeah. Antara.world. www.antara.world.
And don't forget to check us out on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and like us on Instagram. See you soon.
Meet you. We'll see you in class. We'll see you at our gatherings. Bye.